Hello there. So, Factor. It is definitely a sponsor. It is definitely one of the sponsors of all time. So I am, for context, I never paid for Factor, but my mother has, and I've had to deal with Factor meals a couple times. So here's my experience with Factor as someone who got Factor meals from their mother. I'm not even ashamed to say it. Just tell me. Who out there has not gotten a meal from their mother, even if it's from something like, I don't know, Factor or some other food service like it? So the thing is, Factor meals they taste. One of my biggest problems is that the Factor meals just don't really taste that good. I mean, they're fine if you're like really stressed out and low on time. They're acceptable in that scenario, but that's pretty much it. Like I would try to avoid it, mostly because I don't like the taste, and like it just feels like you're eating school lunch. Am I being a bit Am I being overly critical by saying that Factor tastes like school lunch? And to be fair, I've only had school lunch twice. Both times I forgot my lunchbox. Once it was like in first grade, or I think it was first grade, and it was like I didn't like it. And when I had school lunch a second time, I was like, I don't know, I think it was like 11th grade. Weird how weird how every time I had school lunch, it had the number one in it on my grade level. But that's besides the point. When I had school lunch that second time in my entire lifetime, that was when I broke, or not really broke, but like had an injury in PE class. Literally on the same exact day that I had the school lunch. Later the day, PE luckily was on the 6th hour, or sixth class period, I should say, because like I remember high school, two of the class periods would be like extended to like an hour and a half, so I really should be saying sixth class period, but again, I'm getting a little off topic, but yeah. Second time I actually had school lunch, I twisted one of my ankles. I think it was twisted, but like, oh boy, that was painful. That was really, really, really painful. And like I was still like kind of in shock from like recovering from twisting my other ankle, like I don't know, probably half a year ago at most, but in reality it was like probably less than that. And so you can imagine how difficult it was to have one of my ankles being almost unusable and the other one still kind of weakened from when I twisted it. And that might sound like I'm over exaggerating, but like luckily I'm fine now. Both of my ankles are fine now and I can walk properly now. At least as of recording this, I can walk fine. But yeah, like I don't know, man. If school lunch is enough to make me twist an ankle and have me struggle to walk for a while, there's no way I would want anyone else to trust it. I don't know if it's coincidental, but like, kind of odd that I twist one of my ankles on the same day that I eat a school lunch. Isn't that so? But anyways, that's besides the point. I was saying that Factor tastes like a school lunch, even though during my entire course in school, I have only had school lunch like twice. 2 times I had school lunch, and I can assure you that Factor tastes like a school lunch. Like, and I don't like school lunch at all. I always, like, for years I've had my parents pack my lunch for me, and then when I was able to pack my own lunch, I packed my own lunch. I packed my own lunch and brought it to school, and I ate it during lunchtime. So, yeah. Anyways, let's move on before I get too sidetracked. Yes, Factor meal just doesn't really taste that good to me. I don't know, it's like the consistency of the meal is also, like, weird. Some Factor meals are just slightly, like, I usually just eat the meat of it, and I usually just eat the meat part of it, but, like, the meat part just doesn't, like, some part of it just feels off. I'm not sure if it's from the plastic wrapping or if the meat is actually just a lower quality meat, but something about that meat just tastes so off, and it's like, how does anyone enjoy it? Like, am I crazy for, not enjoying Factor meals? It's like so weird that Factor meals are just not that high of quality. They're just, I don't know, they just taste so weird. It's like, ugh, why would I want to have that? Like, one of the Factor meals was chicken, and oh my gosh, it was not that appetizing. I had, like, some sort of beef in another Factor meal, not that appetizing, and lo and behold, when I ate that meat, not that appetizing. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I like meat a lot. I like meat. If you're vegan, stay mad. I will continue to eat meat until I stop eating meat. Which will probably be for the rest of my life, but oh well. Nothing you can do about it. I'm gonna continue eating meat. But anyways, yeah, that meat from the Factor meals, oh my gosh. They genuinely did not feel that high quality. Like, I legitimately, like, I legitimately just, it just legitimately feels like the meat was just low quality. I don't know, man. Yeah, and also feels like they're advertising it to be this sort of healthy meal, but, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Something about Factor just feels like, something about it feels like a somehow blander version of fast food. Something about Factor, I'm being dead serious when I say that Factor feels like some sort of uh, blander version of fast food. Like, fast food is bad enough, but, like, Factor just, but at least with, like, stuff like Wendy's, it tastes good, but, like, with Factor, oh my gosh, I don't know, it just tastes bland, and, like, sometimes when I have to eat it, I have to, like, pretend that I have to pretend like it doesn't taste as bland as it is, but, like, it's bland. Like, if you have to add some sort of, like, if you have to add something to the meal to make it taste good, it probably needs some improvement, like, seriously. I don't get it, man. I legitimately do not get it. Family meal just is bland and feels cheap and feels like you're eating school lunch, and I hate school lunch. So that's just my little rant about Factor, I guess. I don't know what else to say. I just don't like Factor for some reason. I just don't like Factor for the reasons I listened to this video. And if you skipped right to the end, well, Shame on you, I guess. I don't know, mate.